Good evening, everyone. Welcome to tonight's benefit concert for your Joliet American Legion Band. For a lot of us, this is our first time at beautiful Crossroads Christian Church, so a little housekeeping information for you. Restrooms are located in the lobby right through those doors. Raffle prize tables, I know you saw them. They are out there in the lobby. Make sure you purchase your tickets. 5 for $5, 15 for $10, or on arm's length, give or take a finger for $20. Lots of tickets in those. Time will be given at intermission for fresh brewed coffee. I'll see you out there for that. Crossroads hosts will be serving tasty treats, fabulous raffle items. Winners will be chosen at random from each raffle bag. The winning numbers are going to be posted, so before you leave tonight, check your tickets. If you got a winning ticket, show it. You'll leave with a big raffle prize. Prizes collected at the table where you purchased it, so they'll be there. Hopefully you'll leave with a nice little surprise tonight. Well, we'll begin with our introduction, and I think you've just seen him with the conductor of your Joliet American Legion Band, Mr. Kevin Masha. We now ask that all of you, as you are able, please rise for our national anthem. As part of our, knew that would happen. As part of our introduction to the new home for your Joliet American Legion Band here at Crossroads Christian Church, may I now introduce to you the man who's going to be turning the dials here tonight, and that would be your music director at Crossroads Christian Church, Mr. Mick Murray.
Hello and welcome. We're so glad that you have joined us this evening for the Joliet Legion Band. It is our honor to be hosting this event. Several months ago, we were approached from some people from the Joliet Legion Band if we could host them while they rehearse. And I was so excited about it. This has just been such a great relationship that's been building over the last couple months. They are great guests, and it is our privilege to host them tonight for the spring concert. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mick, and amazed I was too the first time I walked in here at one of the Joliet American Legion Band's rehearsals and I saw this beautiful auditorium and I thought, this is where I used to buy cornflakes. But here we are with this new home. We begin tonight with the Cowboys Overture by John Williams. Now, John Wayne, we all remember him, no doubt Hollywood's classic example of a cowboy. featured in the 1972 film The Cowboys, with vigorous music written by John Williams to accompany virtuoso horseback riding and calf roping. But it was Andre Previn who repeatedly suggested that a concert overture lay hidden somewhere in that film's music. And by 1980, John Williams, he had worked out a piece that was played at a Boston Pops concert and was very well received. So that premiere performance of the Cowboys for Concert Band, conducted by John Williams and performed at the John F. Kennedy Center of the Arts in Washington, D.C. I don't know about you, I could see Duke's face clear as a bell during that piece. Can you all hear me okay? Okay. 1, 2. Hello? Hello? Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. I didn't touch anything that time. Okay, we're going to relax a little bit on a hymn song of Philip Bliss by David Holsinger. Now, this piece is a radical departure from the typical style of this composer. The frantic tempos, the jubilant rhythms that we associate with Holsinger, well, they're replaced with restful, gentle, reflective composition here based on the 1876 Philip Bliss Horatio Spafford hymn, It Is Well With My Soul. Valdres is a concert march by Norwegian composer, bandmaster, and teacher Johannes Hansen. It was written in 1904, celebrating the beautiful Valdres region in Norway in between Oslo and Bergen. The main theme is the signature fanfare for the Valdres Battalion, which is based on an ancient melody formerly played on the medieval lure, an uncoiled wooden wind instrument. Well, for those of you wondering where I used to come up with those crazy things I'd say on the radio, here's a good example. We just heard a song by a Norwegian composer, And that Norwegian composer, and then we had that based on an ancient melody that was once played, on an uncoiled wooden instrument. So as the Beatles would say, isn't it good, Norwegian wood? This piece will now be led by your Joliet American Legion Band Associate Conductor, Mr. Dave Vietas. Glorious Victory, composed by Walter M. Kendall, ranks as one of the finest military band marches of all time. Now, with its foot-tapping rhythm, instantly recognizable melody, and subtle, simple harmonies, this has all the elements of a well-crafted parade and concert march. So let's hear it for Glorious Victory. Well, here comes my longest introduction of the night, so everybody sit back and relax. This is a father-son story, maybe with a happier ending than the one Harry Chapin wrote about years ago. The Circus Bee is a circus march written by Henry Fillmore of Cincinnati in February of 1908. Now, the Circus Bee was a celebration of sorts for the fact that Henry Fillmore and his father, and they managed their publishing company together in Cincinnati, and the father and son had finally agreed that the young composer could publish his music at home, even though it did not meet the elder Fillmore's standard of being religious music. It was during this period of conflict between father and son that Henry, according to legend, showed defiance to his father for not repenting the desire to write marches, and reportedly told him I will huff, and I will puff, and I will continue to write marches. This alleged statement by the younger Fillmore gave birth to one of his many composing pseudonyms, which was, what else? Will Huff. The march is named after an imaginary circus newspaper, and it reflects Fillmore's lifelong interest in circuses and his varied experiences while he himself toured with 5 different big top shows where he played the trombone. Just a little spoiler alert, we are going to be going back to the circus one more time before tonight's program is over. We've reached our intermission. Please stretch your legs, grab a cup of delicious coffee. I'll meet you out there because I'm going to have some. There's all kinds of great treats. And remember all those raffle prizes that are on display. Tickets can be purchased 5 for $5, 15 for $10, $20 for an arm's length. And remember, all the winners will be drawn, and then the tickets can be given at the end of the show tonight. You might win something big at this benefit concert for your Joliet American Legion Band. See you out in the lobby. Hope you enjoyed intermission. We're getting ready for our second half. I had a lot of people in the lobby asking me about Bill drilling. Bill is fine. He was here at a rehearsal a couple weeks ago, and Bill and I began talking about this last year on Veterans Day, where it's always he with a American Legion Band and me emceeing our tribute to our veterans outside the courthouse, and he asked me if I'd be interested, and I think he'll be there every so often. I've got some conflicts. My daughter graduates in 3 weeks, so you never know. He might be popping back in, and every so often from one WJOL veteran to another, we keep this tradition going with the Joliet American Legion Band. I can tell I'm part of this club now. I've got my first set of lost keys. So anybody that lost keys that were found on the floor, it's got a blue alarm button and it says truck. So if your name is Truck, or if it's the keys for your truck, I'll be sitting in the last seat in the second row. Just come by. I've got the keys. We're going to start our second half with Folk Festival from Gadfly Suite by Shostakovich and Hunsberger. Dmitri Shostakovich was a Russian composer and pianist. He's regarded as one of the major composers of the 20th century. Now, Shostakovich... Shostakovich? Thank you. Well, I tell you what, when I was a play-by-play announcer, I used to practice names like that. Okay, thank you. I think I was confusing him with somebody on the Russian basketball team. All right. Shostakovich developed a hybrid voice, combining a variety of different musical techniques into his works. His music is characterized by sharp contrast, elements of the grotesque, and ambivalent tonality. Now, the Gadfly Suite, based on the novel of the same name, we've all heard of it. It's a selection of music derived from the film and originally arranged for orchestra. So now you'll hear your Joliet American Legion Band's rendition of one of the movements from the suite, Folk Festival, a.k.a. Folk Feast. We waited forever for it to get warm around here, and now we can go to the beach, as in Manhattan Beach. John Philip Sousa became a popular figure at Manhattan Beach, the famous New York summer resort. And he composed the march, Manhattan Beach, while playing a summer engagement there in 1893. Manhattan Beach became a staple of bands all over the world. Soft clarinet arpeggios suggesting the rolling ocean waves as one strolls along the beach. A band is heard in the distance. First it grows louder, then it fades away as the stroller continues along the beach. And as promised, we are going back to the circus. This piece will be conducted by Associate Conductor Dr. Jim Cruz. Barnum, selections from Barnum, that is, arranged by Robert Loudon. Barnum, an American musical that premiered in New York in 1980. It was based on the life of showman P.T. Barnum, covered the period between 1835 and 1880 in both America and in major cities of the world, where Barnum, of course, took his performing companies. Now, the movie production combines elements of traditional musical theater with the spectacle of the circus, the jugglers, trapeze artists, the clowns. Listen closely to the musical selection played by your Joliet American Legion Band. Close your eyes and imagine the sights and sounds of the circus and in the center ring. Oh, that was fun. I remember when my high school put the Barnum Show on. Boy, great music in that. Well, there's one person who hasn't had the microphone yet tonight, and the time has come. Can I now introduce to you the president of your Joliet American Legion Band, Lois Henning.
That's just the key. I got you right here. Oh, here we go.
Hello. Hi, everybody. I'm Lois Henning. I'm the president of the Joliet American Legion Band, and I would like to welcome all of you for being here. This is tremendous. We are so excited to be in this beautiful place. We've been so welcomed by Gospel Christian Church. And we're thrilled with all of you here. I hope you're enjoying the nice comfy seats and the wonderful sound, and we have video, and it's been a great performance, so thank you very much. This has been well, we've had a lot of changes since 2016, so I'm going to give you a little bit of a recent history of what's been going on with the band. And today we've had some changes, some new things happening. But back in December of 2016, Tom Drake, our longtime conductor for over 50 years, decided to retire. So then we were on a search for a new conductor. We had half of 2017, we were on a search and came up and found Kevin Mesha, who is now our new conductor. And then, in August, this wonderful band decided to elect me as the first woman president of the band since 1946. It's been a wonderful ride, I have to say. We've had some great times, I think, and some good things happening. In 2017 at the Christmas concert, that's when Bill Drilling told me that he was going to retire. And Steve had already filled you in on how we ended up having Steve Brandy be our new MC. So that kind of brings us up to this year. And in February, on the, I think it was February, well, the first week in February, Tuesdays, we meet here on Tuesday evenings at 7:30. So if any of you are out there, are musicians, and are interested in joining this fabulous organization, we encourage you to come. We actually rehearse right here in this beautiful auditorium. So please come and join us. So that brings us to another new thing that we're going to do. In all the years that I've been in the band, we haven't done this type of raffle and a free will offering, and it seems to be going pretty good. Do you like those prizes out there? But there's one other thing that we're going to try. It's going to be a new thing. And I decided, you probably saw some people wearing these. What I'd like to do right now is pass the hat. I'm going to see how this is going to work. We've had, well, we just were measured last Tuesday for brand new uniforms. The uniform I am wearing is 25 years old. We got these uniforms in 1993. So our board has been working diligently on selecting new uniforms. And on Tuesday evening, we were measured for them. Well, they are very expensive. So we're having these fundraisers. You've seen, if you've looked on our website, we're always looking for help and support from the community. So In addition to that, this year is begins the 100th anniversary of the American Legion organization, actually the American Legion Convention. It will be a one-year celebration for the American Legion. It will begin in Minneapolis, Minnesota in August of this year, and it will end in Indianapolis next year. So the band is hoping to participate in the senior band competition in Minneapolis on August 25th. So that's another big expense because there will be between 65 and 75 of us who will travel up to Minneapolis. So I'm going to pass the hat, and maybe you can all help us get there. So thanks again for being here. We are so happy to see all your smiling faces. And come back June 7th will be our first bicentennial concert. We will be opening the season there on the Hill, so come and join us there. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Lois. Is this working? Hello? Okay, there we go. As we're passing the hat, great to hear about the history of the American Legion. Personal note, 33 years ago, I was fortunate enough to be the Illinois State winner of the American Legion Oratorical Contest, which helped pay for my freshman year at college at Illinois State. I am forever grateful, and any of you out there that are high school students, learn about that, because not only can you write a great speech about your Constitution and really learn about it, you can earn some college money. So it is a wonderful, wonderful thing the American Legion does. And I understand what Lois was saying about those bands. You look in my closet, most of my ties, including this one, are from 1993. So we're going to pass the hat for my ties next week, I'm sure. We're going to talk about Mount Rushmore. Now, how many times on WJOL did Scott Slocum and I have this debate? Who would you put on a Mount Rushmore of Will County political legends, Will County mayors, Will County business legends, or Will County sports legends? Well, let's talk about the real Mount Rushmore. We're going to go to Rushmore, a symphonic prologue for winds by Alfred Reed. This piece was commissioned to celebrate the 10th anniversary of the Rushmore Summer Music Camp in 1980. A brooding, mystic opening introduces a broad melodic line that is meant to symbolize the inner strength and calm majesty represented by the four great Americans carved in stone as guardians of our tradition and faith in the freedom of man. Listen for the echoes of the opening fanfares and the opening themes. They will all join together with America the Beautiful, bringing the work to a close in majesty and color created by your Joliet American Legion Band. What can I say? Our final selection tonight does not need an introduction. Always a favorite of our audience, and it has you leaving feeling great about your Joliet American Legion Band and about our country. John Philip Sousa's Stars and Stripes Forever. Thanks so much to everybody for coming tonight to this benefit fundraiser for your Joliet American Legion Band. Remember, check all the raffle prizes out there. Have your ticket ready. The winning ticket should be posted. If you've got it, you can leave tonight with your raffle prize. Now, a reminder, this performance will be available on Cable Channel 6 in about 2 weeks, and of course, it'll be shown many, many times. So in 2 weeks, you can relive tonight one more time. God bless. Thank you very much.